So if you're thinking about selling your home, this may be one of the most important videos you could watch, because I'm going to share with you how you can ensure that your home sells for top dollar and as quickly as possible. Now, what most for sale by owners do, and even most real estate agents do, is what I would call a shotgun or passive approach at marketing. Shotgun meaning they kind of spray a bunch of things, and passive meaning they do something and they wait for the buyer to come. They wait for the opportunity to come to them. How so, right? Well, for sale by owners, real estate agents, for sale by owner may put it on Zillow or maybe some other for sale by owner sites. They might put a sign out. They may even try to host some open houses, which is what a lot of real estate agents do, right? They put it in the MLS. They might host some lame open house, and they let other people bring them the buyer. And what you want to do to ensure that you get top dollar as quickly as possible is what I would call active targeted marketing, where you are actively going out and looking to find and bring in the ideal buyer for the property. And we can do that through a number of different channels and media, and I'm going to walk you through in this video. This is going to be a little bit longer than normal because I'm going to give you all of the different ways that you can possibly do this. There are offline ways, there are online ways, there are free ways, there are paid ways, right? So let's just kind of dig into it and unpack. Right now, it is easier than ever to very strategically go out and find the perfect buyer for your property. Maybe the perfect buyer for your property is a young family with young children, right? And they're looking to move up from their starter home to your home. Maybe you have a property with a first floor master, and this might appeal to married couples with a family that's getting older, where they have high school kids and they'd like to be on a different level from their high school children, right? Maybe you'd have a starter home, and the ideal client for your property would be a first-time home buyer, right? So we have to start with the end in mind. Who is the ideal client? And then we strategically go out and target those folks. How do we do that? Well, some offline ways that we do that are, number one, by sending postcards or letters out to the neighborhood to let people know, A, that the property is available, and B, lead with some kind of message where they can choose their neighbor, right? Because birds of a feather flock together. They may know someone who's been talking about moving into the neighborhood, right? That's an easy one. Now, here's where we can get a little bit more strategic. If we know who the client is, who that person is, we can go out. There are different data providers out there, InfoUSA, ExactData.com, where we can go out and we can get a list of all the people in, say, this zip code who are renting, who are married with young children, paying X amount of money per month, and we can send them a message. We can send them, not a message, but a postcard or a letter. We can send them a marketing piece letting them know that this property is available and why they should consider it, right? So those are just a couple of easy offline strategies that we can do to do that. Now, we can also do those same kind of strategies online. We can do it on Google, on Facebook, on Instagram, on LinkedIn. If you have got a more of a luxury or executive type of property, we may do LinkedIn. We can strategically go out and market to find the ideal perfect client. What else can we do online or that's a more active approach? Well, we can create a video, right? And there are some different softwares that you can use to very simply create a video using, hopefully professional photos that you've had taken of the property. You can do that, or you can go out and hire someone to create a drone video if you want to have a little bit of wow factor. Then we can take that video and we can market it on YouTube, on Instagram, on Facebook, on LinkedIn. We can go out and we can expose that, create interest, right, and intrigue, and get people to raise their hand and want more information. What else can we do? Well, I mentioned open houses, and the traditional way of doing open houses is kind of lame. And you'll be lucky to get 3, 4, 5, maybe 8, 10 people through the house. But with our targeted marketing that you can model, you can drive 50, 60, 75, 100 people to to the open house. How do we do that? We do that with a combination of offline and online targeted marketing strategies. We create a massive amount of buzz. We drive a ton of people. And what does that do? That ensures that we're ensuring through that process that every potential legitimate buyer for your property is being exposed to it, so that we can ensure we're getting it sold as fast as possible for the most money possible. Now, again, you can do all of that yourself, and I would encourage you to do so if you're so inclined. But if you're thinking about using a real estate agent, or you've been, exploring that, understand that not all real estates are alike. Most real estate agents, sadly, take the shotgun approach, the passive approach. They'll list it in the MLS and they'll let other people bring the buyers. You want to find someone who's not just a real estate agent, or isn't just going to list your property. They're going to market your property through targeted, active marketing campaigns. And, you can do this effectively for anywhere from a couple $100s to a couple of $1,000, and how much and where to invest that money to ensure, again, that you're getting top dollar as quickly as possible and bringing in the right buyer. It's going to depend on the property and the situation. If any of this is of interest to you, and you would like more information, you'd like examples of what this looks like so that you can model it and do it on your own, or just so you have an idea of what to look for, I'm putting together a free report, and just send me a message. I'll be happy to send you a copy. It'll have examples. It'll have not only of the marketing material, but also of examples of what it might cost to run this type of targeted marketing campaign or that type of targeted marketing campaign, and where you can do it. Where do you go to be able to send postcards to your neighborhood, or postcards to the ideal potential clients in the market, and where do you find those people, right? How do you get the list and that sort of stuff? I'd be happy to send all of that to you. And if you have any other questions about any of this, I'd be happy to chat with you as well. Just send a message or comment below, and I'd be happy to do that for you. So thanks for checking this out. Hopefully you found it valuable, and hopefully we'll talk soon.